Okay. Hi, Don. We're gathered tonight to pay our respects to your father. We're sorry to hear of his passing, but I'm sure that he is with the Lord at this moment, and I hope that the rest of the family, including you and Veride, are doing well and ready to meet the challenges that are yet to come. However, I'm sure that you have a lot of support from your family there, and us, your family here, are also in support of your grieving. We'd like to do this short worship this evening and just to give some words of comfort to you and your family. I'm reading from a book that's written by Kay Kuzma entitled Fit Forever, and I found this writing that's entitled When Good People Die, and the verse found in 2 Corinthians 12:9 says, "He said to me, my grace is sufficient for you." And the story goes, it's about a couple, guy named Tim. It's actually not a couple, but it's Tim and a friend were in Mayagüez, Puerto Rico as student missionaries. At 11:30 p.m. the phone rang. Tim and his friend ignored it. No one ever called them at that time. Dr. Luthas answered, then called to me. "Rick, it's for you." I recognized the voice of Walt Blem, a good family friend. "I have some bad news for you. Your mother has been killed in an automobile accident and your father is in critical condition in a California hospital. You better come home right away." Rick was shocked. He didn't sleep that night. Instead, he thought about his parents. The more I thought, the more angrier I became, as he recollected. Why was God taking away the two people I loved the most? How could Mom be gone? Why hadn't I had a chance to say goodbye? By morning, I was little more than a confused set of... let me read that again. By morning, I was little more than a confused set of frayed nerves. Dr. and Mrs. Luthas loaned me money for an airline ticket to San Juan, and I gave an agent a bad check for the flight to San Francisco. He said he would hold it for me for 3 days until I could get the money to cover it. I stared out the plane window without seeing America. I dug into my bag and took out a small copy of the Living Prophecies, Kenneth Taylor's Bible paraphrase. I read aimlessly. Then a phrase caught my heart. "The righteous pass away. The godly often die before their time, and no one seems to care or wonder why. No one seems to understand that God is protecting them from the evil to come. For the godly who die will rest in peace." I underlined the verses. I was startled by a question from a TWA stewardess saying, "Are you okay?" while he knelt beside me. I mumbled something incoherent, and she sat down in the next seat. I tearfully poured out the whole story. "What are you reading?" she asked as she picked up my Bible. She then read the verses I had underlined and pointed to the phrase, "God is protecting them from the evil to come." "I don't know your mother," she said, "but I do know God, and I know that He can be trusted. Your mom is resting in peace, where God is protecting her from the trials ahead. That's reason for celebrating." She squeezed my hand and went on about her stewardess studies. Dad came through the surgeries well and is still preaching, teaching, and encouraging others.